Johnny Lawrence. Why so late? Yes. Kind of got a late start, so just doing a stream a little bit later than I would have wanted, but hopefully things will get back to normal. Sunday afternoon, people are probably watching football. I get it. Sebastian, thank you for coming on in. Bryce Productions, thank you. Familiar faces. KJ Flame Beast, you're here. All right. And Sniper Snore. Hola, senor. Thank you, John, for coming in. You can always join the channel, subscribe. Looking great. John, I hope you're feeling better now. I know you weren't doing so well a couple days ago, so. KJ, answer me, please. Answer, what's good? What's good? Well, there's a lot that's good. We got, let's see. Ralph Macchio's book came out, if you're into that sort of thing. I suppose you could buy it anywhere you buy books. I don't know. It's on Amazon, but it's probably at like Barnes & Noble or bookstores. I don't know if it's available internationally yet, but it may get out there. Chris Duncan, never been here. Thank you for coming on in. It's nice. We're going to get new people coming on in every now and then, which is good. As we've been talking, Season 6 Cobra Kai may not be for a while, so, we got plenty of time to just hang out and chat and discuss theories and discuss anything we want. I heard the book is really good. Oh, you mean Ralph Macchio's? Yeah, definitely. At least some people really liked it. Citing a couple chapters in specifically, I'm not sure. I haven't read it. It's not. I don't normally read memoirs or something like that. Like, or at least Ralph Macchio's memoir. Like, I don't know, but definitely, I think if you're a Macchio fan, the people who are really into that have said really good things about it. People are debating about Tori joining Eagle Fang. Let's see, John, you're feeling better? Good? Okay, good. Cobra Kai World. Big Tori fan is here. I put out that big Tori video yesterday. Anthony wanted to cosplay a video game character. I hope it would be Ness. You mean his cousin Ness? How is she a character he would cosplay? I'm not following that. Tori's sticking to Kreese's side. I would think so, except if Kreese teams up with Kim Da-yoon, which we kind of think is going to happen. Tori and Sensei Kim never quite connected. They never quite got along. Will Trey and Cruz be returning? Max, the thing is, like, maybe if they have a role for them, but maybe not. So, they could be mostly done. Oh, Rectify Stream met Ralph for his book tour. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. Most people say it's a great experience. I hope you had the same. So yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, so people have met him have really loved it. Let's see. Curious for your thoughts on this, but didn't Sato almost do a move similar to the Silver Bullet in Karate Kid 2? Um, he could have. I think I know the scene you're talking about. He was winding up, but he didn't punch it, so we don't know for sure. Um, so okay. Tori and Kreese had a falling out. Somewhat, yeah. Met Cholo. Was that like randomly you met him? I'm glad you got to meet him. People are meeting cast members here. Tori fighting by Sam's side was an amazing moment. Yeah, you almost think like they didn't make more of it, right? Like when that happened, um, like they made a little bit of something, but it was such a big like fight, so much going on, um, and then ultimately like what Devin came in or something, right? So it didn't last either. Like it wasn't a long fight. So um, yeah, Ritas. That's fine. You got college studies. College. Oh my God. But you can always stop in when you can. You can always listen to the replay. Um, you know that that's a good way to do it. Watch parties drinking White Claw. It sounds like it, right? Favorite Cobra Kai student in Cobra Kai verse all time? You're asking me? Miguel and Hawk. Way more involved in the future. Yes, if you saw my video on like the World Tournament, the Sekai Taikai, um, I predicted, and I think it's going to go this way. Mike Barnes will be a lot more involved. Mike Barnes is the tournament specialist, right? So there's definitely a role for him to come in. So yeah, I think that would be great. I think they've been kind of hinted at it that Barnes would have a bigger role going forward. So definitely looking forward to that. And there's a perfect way to bring him in too. Like I said, with that tournament. I sound weird. I don't know. Oh, Ness as in Earthbound? God, that's like a really old game, isn't it? You're referring to a game from like decades ago? I don't know. I didn't play that, so I don't know. Tori's enjoying increase. Yeah, I think so. Hector's gonna return for sure. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that. It just seemed like not enough. Plus, there was the way the show ended. There was like an opening for more. Like there's different ways for there to be more what's the word I'm looking for? More Hector, for him to come back into the story. Specifically, I think season 7. So see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, Comic-Con in Belgium. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there was stuff going on out there, wasn't there? I think I saw pictures or something. That's great. I don't know if you live in Belgium or were able to get out there, but yeah, great. I'm glad you were able to see him. When Yuki told him he was ready, his father wanted to see them both. Right. Okay. Snake and Dennis. Yeah, I would imagine Snake and Dennis work for Silver or something. Like I just see them working for Silver. Like they were there, we just didn't see them. What will happening with Kim Da-yoon senseis in season 6? They'll stick with her, except for Odell, who lost his finger. So yeah. No more nerfing gray characters, please. Yeah, it'll happen. Hawk staying Cobra Kai. I agree. But they got to give him a story arc, so. The thing about Hawk is like his season 1 story was like so cool and so surprising and so powerful. Like it just like nothing he did in subsequent seasons could match like the impact it was in season 1. So it's kind of like they almost wrote themselves into a jam. Like I mean, not intentionally, but like they just made something so cool, and then then they take the character in these other ways, which is fine, but like it doesn't have the audience impact it does on season 1. So like in a way, season 1 Hawk is always your favorite Hawk. 2v2 fights in the Sekai Taikai. Could be. It's definitely going to be something different. If you ever see people trying to put out theories and they're just say who's going to win the tournament, who's going to win the boys, and who's going, you got to think differently. It's going to be, it's got to be something different. You only took a pic with Sholo. Saw Gianna. Well, I hope it didn't feel so weird. You couldn't say anything. But yeah, I guess it could be weird. I don't know. But I'm glad you were able to meet them. Strongest Cobra Kai of all time. Strongest Cobra. Kreese, Terry Silver, maybe Johnny. I hope Stingray returns. Yeah, they work them in just right. They're very good at not overdoing it. Which I think is like with Stingray, something you can easily do, but they walk just enough of the line. So Stingray's done pretty well. So we'll see what happens for Stingray. Remember that the creators love him. Paul Walter Hauser. So it's good reason to expect he'll be back is when he's a favorite of the people who write the show. I don't know about Chosen. Silver will definitely have less. As as Hayden said, he's off the board, so silver will be put aside. Definitely, probably more for Kreese, and I'm really hoping more for Barnes. They seem to hint at that. We'll see. Devin 8 win in Sekai Taikai. Probably true. Sam and Tori destroyed Devin. Yeah. Stingray joins Miyagi-Do. I feel like Stingray, I don't know about Stingray, but like Tori or something, there's still more like an Eagle Fang or whatever. They're going to stick with Johnny more than Daniel. We'll see how it goes. A Miguel movie? I don't think there'll be a Miguel movie. I don't know. I don't think Mike's banned from karate is a big deal. Someone left a comment like, how could Mike train them? He's banned from karate. Like they can't just have Mike Barnes come over to the dojo and teach him. I don't know. You guys take this too literally. Chick doesn't want Brooks back. All Cobra Kai's redeemed and joined Miyagi-Do. It's going to be something different. Yeah, I don't see Kyler joining Miyagi-Do. Well, why wouldn't Julie be in it? She may still be. We'll see. Tag team will solve. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Tag team in karate sounds a little weird, but I think it could be some sort of team competition. Yeah, I don't think Tori's going to go with Kreese. Besides, Kreese told her to go do what's best for her. I mean, Kreese was trying to send her away in the best way he could. So Kreese isn't necessarily looking to Tori, right? So that's not something Kreese is after. He's not looking for Tori. Tori's new sensei. Yeah, I think Cobra Kai World's probably right here. Or Johnny. She could go back to Johnny. But, the episode 2 moment of Tori and Chosen is actually really good. A lot of people like that. Hey, look who's here. Steph Sani, who's lives in Amsterdam. From season 2, we were waiting for a Robbie Miguel ultimate fight. I will miss the Robbie Miguel tension. So Steph likes the tension between the boys. Thank you, Steph, for coming in and joining the stream. You missed it. I understand what you're saying. So season 5 kind of wrapped up a lot of plot lines and such. Season 5 had we wrapped up the Miguel Robbie stuff. We took a big step here on the Tori Sam stuff. Daniel, Johnny are working together now. So I understand what you mean. Season 6 will be a different show. Because a lot of these things that carried the show in the first several seasons is now gone. So, it ended great. A lot of people love episode 5. My video on Miguel and Robbie is very popular. A lot of people like that. So definitely. Um, yeah, so now Miguel and Robbie are going to take a trip to Europe and tour the red light district because that's what you want people to know and talk about Amsterdam. I'm talking to Steph here. She's from Amsterdam and is very curious what about people's opinion of the red light. um, let's see. Yeah, I really liked Hawk's story in season 1. Couldn't stand him in 2 and 3. Then his arc in 4 or 5 is kind of yeah. Morgan, I get what you're saying. The thing is, like, it's a good story arc. You really like it, but as far as like where you're like pumping your fist and cheering and saying hell yeah, it's like season 1 is where the greatest part of that. 2 is good. Yeah, 2 and 3. I mean, it's all good. 2 and 3. 4. The problem with 4 is it did get kind of thin. There was very little. And as 5, something I said in the podcast Cobra Kai Companion, I'm doing that with Peter from Cobra Kai Companion. We're recapping the episodes. You can listen to it on any podcast. But on the episode 3 podcast, something I pointed out about Hawk is he gets this lotus petal tattoo. And like we haven't had one full scene of him training at Miyagi-Do. And now he's going like all in. It's like, like it just the show got so big, he kind of fell a little bit by the wayside. Kumiko throws a tomato on Terry's head. Funny. I'll try to catch up on chat, guys. Let's see. It's fine. I guess Tori will be Eagle. Johnny was their friends. Yeah, I mean, I really point 3 there. Or points 2 and 3. Saints Row. Like she's previously trained with Johnny or something. Plus, she and Robbie are dating, so it's I think like her studying with Johnny makes sense. Although I wouldn't mind Chosen, but I don't see her gravitating towards Miyagi-Do for any reason. Ren just watched the Tori video, guys. If you haven't seen that, make sure you do. It's a really good one. Underrated. Really good one. Oh. Biggest Tori stan from her first episode without even knowing the actress. She could do no wrong in my eyes. Yeah, Ren. There's a lot others like you. There's a girl on Instagram, Karate Caulfield. Totally same way. Just loved Tori from the beginning. So thank you, Ren, for watching that. Watching the channel. What's going on here? Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. It messes me up a little. Sean should have. Everyone wants Sean to return. He's in another show, and like I always say, guys, Sean is not the focus. It's Kenny's story. Sean joins, yeah. Devin is going to follow Tori. Likely, yeah. A double date with... Yeah, you almost think a scene like that's going to come up at some point. Like back to golf and stuff, or something. But yeah, Tilliard, I kind of agree. Like, it almost just seems like Eagle Fang joint dojo now. A little bit. I actually thought they were. Then they went back to like the factory or whatever when they were showing the Sekai Taikai people stuff. So I don't know. I didn't think they were going to do that, but then they did. So it was kind of interesting. Likely only means tournaments. Yeah. I don't know. Like there's some people who think like Mike can't come over to Miyagi-Do and help teach or something. It was kind of weird. Like I didn't know. Sometimes you just don't know where people are getting these ideas. Like I got a comment on a video like that. Like, how is Mike going to teach them when he was banned? It's like, plus nobody, it's like season 1. Nobody remembers he was banned now. It was like decades ago. Like, so, and he wasn't banned from the Sekai Taikai. Like, that's like a completely different world tournament. So Kreese and Kim team up. Stinkers. Need to remove man, baby, loser. Yeah. Are you getting the Cobra Kai video? Probably not. I don't have the system. I just don't take time to play video games anymore. I may watch a little gameplay. I watched a little of the last one. Just like saw the game and saw it, but I don't play it. I don't know. Maybe should I make this a gaming channel? Should I be like watch party - gaming party channel or something? Like, it's people like make so much money doing that shit. I'm sorry, like, it's weird to me, like, because I always feel like I missed my calling, because I think like I could have been a great like one of those streamers of games or something, because at least back in the day I was good at video games. It's been a while for me now. Plus like you get a little bit of a personality. Like it helps to have like personality, and I think I could do stuff that's like fun. But don't do it. So that's that. Not a big fan of Devin. I don't know. I thought it was good in season 5. Like I was buying it. She's obviously what do you call it? Like a bigger side character, or like she's just a side character. She's not the biggest character. But it worked. Actually, the funny thing is, actually, John, I would almost reverse it. Like, I thought season 4, I really feel like you could reduce all season 4 and take her out of it completely. Devin partially just existed to justify the whole split of the dojos and everything like that. Devin was kind of like the part of the way to make that work. But it did better in season 5. So I think she was better in season 5 than season 4. Which, to me is good. At least, you're improving. Hillary Swank is pregnant and expecting twins. That is correct. Good for her. Sean should return for season 5. The only thing. Julie could return in season 7. 6 or 7. We don't know. Silver knows the great graph is a great graph. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah, his soap opera's time back and forth. So I think like if he knows in advance, they can schedule around it. Like in season 3, like it was kind of like or season 5, it was kind of a last minute thing. And Sean Kanan was really, really busy all last year. Like he came to Cobra Kai, like he came in from shooting a movie, did his stuff, then like left right again to shoot his other stuff. But if they know in advance, which is probably going to be the case now because of a little bit of a longer delay. They're more likely going to be able to work around it. So I think they can get Sean Kanan for a whole season. We speak the same language. Well, you're both speaking English. Are you speaking Dutch? Is that the language you're referring to? Steph is also part from somewhere else. I won't say. Everyone has said Hawk does not need a redemption, but I think he does. Thoughts? Well, I think he already went that route. So he got that redemption through seasons 3 and 4, and now in 5 he's going a different way. So he already got it. I don't think he still needs it. So, yeah, Kenny Anthony rivalry. Correct. You are correct. Cobra Kai World. That is one of the bigger ones still to go forward. Also from Belgium. Hey, a lot of people from Belgium. I was in Belgium for like a couple hours. I think we stopped through on the Eurostar or something like that. Or I got off there from the Eurostar. I don't know. I did buy chocolate, but like it wasn't like the greatest. Season 7 and 8. Well, we gotta get season 6 first, Mary. Like it. Hawk's Redemption was in season 4, yeah. Let's teach Watch Party Dutch. And confidence. Create a new tension. Yeah, but see, Steph, look at how many friends you just met now. People from Belgium and everywhere else. No. Yeah, there will definitely be new tension. Definitely. That's not going to be something they're going to forget. So you're absolutely right. Do you think Terry? Well, yeah. A lot of people would even think it's Snake and Dennis just off screen. Definitely Terry Silver was doing that. Paying others to do his dirty work, yeah. When do you think we will get season 6 confirmed? It may not be till November, December. Depending on their production of Obliterated. It looks like they're just going to wait till that's over now. Yeah, what Roundtable says, that they're done filming. Because they're all in on something else that's just taking all their time. So like announcing it now isn't going to do anything. A Miyagi Fang Gi for the World Tournament. Maybe we'll see. I don't think they're gonna be Miyagi Fang though. They already hinted about the whole naming thing, so we'll see. It was repetitive. It bugged you. Yeah. I heard there are also like glitches and stuff in it too that sometimes were annoying. Like it would reset or something or the other. But yeah, play games. Am I think I'm behind on chat, guys. Mike will work with speeds and endurance. Yeah, tournament fighting, everything. I mean, they can all teach it. Very interesting, Mike. Since yeah. Star Wars Theory plays it. Yeah, I think I've even seen him. He has a separate gaming channel, doesn't he? Like Theory Arcade or whatever the heck. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah. Planning something. Yeah, that's honestly what I think too. 7 seasons. Swedish? Steph, you speak Swedish? Don't you speak Dutch? Or I guess, I don't know. What do I know? I was just speaking to English to people there when I was there. It was like talking to Miguel. One more season. No, I don't think so either. I think they got 2 more seasons in mind. Belgium, talking down to your own country, man. You just play up the chocolate, because whether you think it's true or not, that's what everyone knows Belgium for, is the chocolate. Like you just say to Americans, Belgium. I don't know. Oh, chocolate. Yeah, okay. Like that's what like an American would know from Belgium. They don't even know why. Oh, chocolate. Okay. You know, chocolate is indigenous to Mexico, but Belgium got famous for it. So, right? Season 7 would be needed. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Michael Plowman. Some sort of down note, some sort of cliffhanger to 7. Yeah, could be. Kenny and Anthony will have well, I do think Leah could be back to help wrap up the Kenny Anthony thing. I don't think my take is it like none of them are ever gonna date her. Like I honestly think the way they were going is like they both had crushes on her, were trying to move in on her, but she was just like a friendly girl. And like she wasn't trying to flirt with them or anything like that. That's always been my take on like Leah and the 2 boys with her. So, but I do, I think Leah may be back at least for an episode or 2, help kind of wrap things up. Kenny thing still pisses me. Yeah, Kenny's probably, if you talk about people's like negative reactions to season 5, most of it revolves around Kenny. It just like it's hard to take him, and it's hard to get into it, like on why like people aren't ready to like just take him as like the top dog fighter, you know, as Kyler says, you know. You know, like he's just also he's physically small. You know, like he doesn't look great like in a fight. Plus, you know, he's only been doing this for 1 season, so. The Netherlands is not great. I'm sorry to hear that. Now we're getting it November 9th. You have to talk faster. Catch up. I'm trying, Steph. I'm trying, Steph. Something good in Belgium. Yes. Mike and Johnny should have been handcuffs at the end. Yeah, we'll see. I tend to wonder if they had something like that also got cut. We'll see. We'll see how that shakes out in season 6. Can't get enough of Silver. Hope he comes back. I don't think Silver's going to be back next season, but I think maybe season 7. How many seasons are they planning? I strongly suspect like 7. Well, John, it's not you write them out. It's just you got to like think like a new direction for them. But yeah, their primary arcs are mostly finished. This is what happens when you have a show with like a lot of characters that kind of keeps going, is some characters have kind of run their course And then they're kind of just there marking time, so to speak. A lot of chocolate talk. See, Belgium likes chocolate. So, Johnny, you got your chocolate in Belgium, and Netherlands has the red light. That's literally what I was just gonna say. I'm listening, but Netherlands has. Steph is so proud of the red light district in Amsterdam. A British karate team. One of them says, "What kind of name is Miyagi Fang?" Huh? How did the Muppets like you get past selection? COD players, Call of Duty. You mean? Will understand what I mean. I don't. So, oh yeah, waffles. Waffles. That's true. Belgian waffles, which are probably too thick and usually square, which probably scientifically is not the optimal way to make a waffle. Waffles probably, if they're circular, it's a little bit better, the ratio of surface area to the cooking. But people make their waffles square to make them like Belgium waffles because, hey, Terry didn't like brought. Oh my, what a... Oh, come on, Bryce. Like, he's clearly like sarcastically implying it, but he knows he can't like overt say it. I think you're misinterpreting that scene, Bryce. Bryce Productions. Like he's like almost teasing him about it, like, because he knows. Steph. I like Heineken, so what does Steph know? Steph may be from Amsterdam, but she's not a specialist on the Netherlands, obviously, from this comment right here. He ate a lot of waffles. Beer. Yeah, but so is Germany. Right? We would go to Germany for beer. How many seasons? I honestly, they haven't said, but I'm thinking 7. Seattle has great coffee, Cobra Kai World. There's some good coffee shops in Seattle. Much better than more. We will give Belgium Netherlands tour. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I will. Although honestly, I kind of want to do East Asia. I'd actually like to do Japan, Okinawa, Australia, New Zealand. I've already done Southeast Asia, but we'll see. But maybe I'll get back to Europe. Silver, maybe. But Daniel was using Quicksilver, and he did the crane kick. No can defense. You know, there's just no way to stop that, right? Yeah, I think Hawk will have a role going forward. I think Silver may be in it, but very briefly. But in the end, he's off the board, so to speak. So he won't be like the main bad guy. Like the court stuff, the jail stuff will take like a season for him, and maybe he can come back in season 7. Beast, yeah, Beast. We can absolutely talk about that. It was one of the best fights. It just not just because like it was like cool fight moves or something, because of the emotion and meaning behind it. Was like a really impactful, and a lot of people think the what was I saying? It was impactful. Though I was going to say my video on it is very popular. I think it really covers a lot of good things. It definitely was one of the better fights, I think. So here, let's move. Oh shit. No. Yeah, Miguel Robbie stuff was really good. It just makes sense. Like it's the great thing that like after it's done and you're watching it, you kind of like nod your head. Yeah, I get it. I get it. They needed to fight it out. Miguel needed that moment to just kind of let it out, and then they can kind of like move past it. You know, it's a good moment, well written, well conceived. So really good. Drama on Twitter about the actor who plays Hawk cheating on Paint. I would not be shocked if Hawk is majorly downgraded next season. Well, I don't think drama on Twitter is going to affect Hawk's role in the show. How are you following this shit? I'm just like so, and I'm certain it's all bullshit. Well, at least I'm 80% certain it's bullshit. But like, I don't know where you see that stuff. Because especially like Jacob and Peyton really don't do Twitter, I don't think. So um um no, I think 7 is the tournament. They're not going to introduce the tournament in season 5 and then go a whole season without having it. I think 7 is the final like culmination of everything, but yeah, I think 6 is going to have the tournament. It's kind of like the way season 4 was the tournament. Would be the first American dojos. That is correct. It's the same. Um, yeah, it's really just a continuity error. That they forgot it. Although my little short on it has coming up on 800,000 views or something. Um, yeah, it was never intended to be anything major. They it's one of those they literally just forgot. Like it was just like a continuity error, and something they can explain away too. Like, oh, yeah, they swung back by uh Hector's house, and they picked it up. You know, they could just explain it away. um, but it is kind of fun. It is like fun to think about it. So I'm glad. I have a video that got like almost 800,000 views. Uh, um, even if it's a stupid short. Yes, I have been to Hong Kong. It is hot and humid. If you've ever been there, that is my impression. I was there in the summertime, but um, that is a very hot and humid. Humid. Don't if you're not used to humidity, because Hong Kong is an island. But whew, nice place though. Um, no, when done correct, no can defense. That's remember what Mr. Miyagi said. When done correct, no can defense. So um, so he didn't do it right in Karate Kid 2. It's not an I win card. He had to do it right. Steph Silver can become overconfident at the end. He could have easily beaten everyone easily. Yeah, I definitely think so. Um, well, yeah. Um, they didn't seem to want to draw the fights out. Actually, you could say that about a few of the fights in this season. But I think it's good. It hit the story points it needed. We didn't need to like draw it out with just a bunch of action. Um, so I think it was fine. I understand what you're saying. Like in like for like a Miguel Robbie fight, like just as fans, we're like, damn, we want like something awesome. Give us something awesome. Um, And we did get some cool moments there. There's some good like moments, but they definitely, it's like they could have like been fighting around. They could have did a lap around the around the apartment complex or something before they went upstairs or something. They certainly could have made it longer, but they seem to be trying to be a little bit. What's the word? Not stingy, but like they wanted to keep the fights kind of tight and fast. Needed to let his anger. Yes, that's obviously the big part of the Miguel Robbie fight. It didn't give me a vibe. Um, yeah, that's maybe a little bit of. So what you're saying is like you're not shouting, like you're not as much on the edge of your seat. That could be a little bit of a byproduct of the fact that they it was cut down a little bit. Um, because if it is more to the point of a fight, like you aren't getting as invested in it. So that's okay. That's like a very fair like counterpoint or criticism that like you just didn't have enough time to get involved, especially when they're on the second level. Um, it might have been interesting, like if they extended the second level of the fight a little bit more, so that like it goes and like you get a little bit more like tension of them almost falling or something like that. Although that might have taken away from the ultimate climax, but that's a fair criticism. No, I did not get Ralph Macchio's new book. I'm not really into memoirs, but I do hear it's good for people who do like that. Uh, yeah, obviously, anything on Twitter is should be assumed to be fake. um, of mine, I have a lot of viewers. Like what is it? Like 30 to 45. I also have like the 18 to 24 age. That's probably a little bit more from the shorts more recently. Um, but my viewers are definitely stacked with people who grew up with the movie, the original Karate Kid. Um, and then there's some, but not as many. Definitely like younger fans who definitely are like newer to it. She holds Sam's arm for comfort. Okay, you're going a little bit far. She's not going to hold Sam's arm for comfort. I mean, she would hold Robbie's arm if for anything. Come on. Ah, didn't really go. You want to eat a Samor? Okay. It was an amazing fight. It's not the All Valley, so it's worldwide. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. It's also not the All Valley. It'll have a different rule of tournament or something. So, Steph Sani, do you think Allie will have a comeback in season 6 or 7? Yeah, I feel like they're gonna find a way to work her back in at least once. Maybe when Johnny gets married, Johnny and Carmen get married, or some sort of reunion episode. Hopefully there'll be some sort of reunion episode. Why would she not be in his dojo? Yeah, she wouldn't. Like that's why I always say like Tori. Well, Tori training with Johnny is what I think is most likely. But Chosen's also a possibility, or maybe they're just all training together. So that's another way it could be done. Another one of your boyfriends ran off. I'm looking at the image there of Anthony. That always makes me top 5 episodes of season 5 or of all time. Um. Um. Let's see. In no particular order, I think the season 5 finale, Head of the Snake, First Learn Stand in season 4, Counterbalance in season 1. I don't know. I'll see. What do you mind? Would I? No, I have a lot of fans in that age range. If you go to Instagram, the Watch Party fan page, it's a younger kid who runs that. He's in that age range. So you can join the Watch Party fan page. There you go. Yeah, sorry, Maris. I could give you like the best episode of season 3 is episode 5, Miyagi Do. Season 2, I don't know my favorite episode. Season 2 is like a hard one. I like episodes 8, 9. I like episode 4 in season 2. Even episode 10 is pretty good. So there's most of them. Jaden Smith is not going to be back. Different universe. Do you think Hawk was a defense machine in season 5? No. Malika. I don't think so, because if he did, he would have blocked the silver bullet. The problem with Hawk is it's like he forgot to block. The silver bullet may be this great move, but it can be blocked by a wax on, wax off. It's not like an I win button. That's why some people think Hawk was nerfed. With all the franchise characters, definitely. Tori and Devin. Yeah, that might have been cool. Tori and Devin. Yeah, the stuff against Sensei Kim was good, if short. Daniel will not run for governor. Will he want revanche? Is revanche some special dish in the Netherlands? Revanche? Is that about the red light district? Do you call it revanche out there? No, I tend to think Sensei Odell probably just won't be back. I mean, maybe, but he was like a 1 season thing. They brought in the UFC fighter and stuff, so they brought in the UFC fighter and that was it. Ameriation fusion. I don't think we're gonna get more Silver's backstory. I think they showed us what they showed us. And I think season 6 is gonna go in a different direction. It's gonna have less Silver, so Kenny had plot armor. Yeah. It disabled Hawk's most basic defenses, That movie was ridiculous. Yeah. Hawk didn't take Kenny seriously. Yeah, you could say that, but it was still like a serious thing. That Miguel and Robbie picked Hawk to be the one to go fight. Um, so and like the night before, he's like, "I'm very honored. This is something I appreciate." So like I don't see him not taking the fight seriously after that. Oh, geez, you don't want to return? No, there's no one from the original series I don't want back in one way or another. Um, um, yeah, I mean, I think everyone fits in one way or another. You just got to work it right. Revanche, get back at Johnny. Is that? I thought you just misspelled. Is that like a Dutch word for revenge? I mean, assuming you meant revenge, and I was just joking, but um, raunchy. See, the funny thing in English, I think of like almost raunchy when I say that, but like raunchy implies like a risque or sexual connotation. I thought you meant revenge. Obviously, you mean revenge, but I don't know what the word is. Um, you probably go back to winning. Well, they'll find something. Hawk wasn't going full on Kenny. Yeah. Um. Well, a little bit. I don't think necessarily people are reacting to like the bad stuff Kenny did, although like he was like that. I just think like people are reacting to like Hawk taking a punch to Kenny and losing, but like he could have blocked it. Like you would think like a skilled fighter like Hawk should be able to go against Kenny. Um, and then and then they follow it up where Sam gets like 3 points on Devin, boom boom boom, and it's like Devin can't block anything. Sam won't get hit. It's just like it feels like a little frustrating. Because something to remember about like the Silver Bullet is even if like Hawk didn't get the wind knocked out of him, and it's disqualified or something, like even if that wasn't the case, like he still punched him, it would still be a point, right? It's still a point, so it's still like he's up two to nothing. So like even if he doesn't get knocked out, it's Kenny's still scoring a point on him. So whatever. Season 3 Hawk would destroy probably. Kumiko. Yeah, I think we'll get Kumiko back next season. Shit. Um. Yeah, but it's something like that. Yeah. Johnny, the final win next season. They also give it to Daniel. Um. Sick of people ranking Johnny under Daniel in Chosen. Sick of people ranking Johnny under Daniel. Yeah. Johnny's the best fighter Cobra Kai ever had. Right. So what else can they make out of it in season 6? End episodes. I can't imagine what climax they will think for season 6. was so satisfying. Ending, what is this? Um, well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Um, I think Robbie should win the Sekai Taikai because he's runner-up and barely wins fights. Well, yeah, like look at my video on that. It's gonna be more interesting on the world tournament because it's gonna be different like that, and that's what I say. Like the video really looks at it broadly because you got to think about it, right? Like there's all these characters. That's why I think it's going to be some sort of like broad team event. So think of it differently. How are we doing? We're an hour in. Johnny was nerfed in Karate Kid 1. Yeah, yeah, you could say that. Yeah, round table. I mean, that's what I think they're going to do. It's something like that. Reaper Tuana. Thank you, Rectify Stream. The best sensei for Tori? No, I don't think they're going to do her dirty. I just see her gravitating towards Johnny, maybe Mike Barnes. Mike Barnes could be a good place for her. And we already saw her with Chosen, which was really, really good. I also want to see Robbie win the Sekai Taikai. It looks like he keeps taking L's, and I feel bad. Yeah. Well, yeah, Jesus, but like I think it's going to be different. Like it'll be a different, like the way the competition's structured. Why was Robbie not in Carmen's dream? So it's interesting to note. Vanessa Rubio mentioned this in her interview on Cobra Kai Companion with Peter. If you go to Cobra Kai Companion, she does mention that the dream sequence. Now, clearly, I think the reason Robbie's not in her dream is because, for Carmen, in her mind at that moment, like just Robbie's not in her dreams at that moment. Like she's not dreaming of Robbie in this dream sequence. Just because, he hadn't made up with Miguel yet or something where it is. But it is actually worth noting that actually Tanner was there. He was written into it. So Tanner was there and he was going to be in the dream sequence. But at the last minute, they said, nah, I don't think Robbie's going to be in it. So they took him out. But like Tanner was actually on set ready to be in it. So... yeah, check out Vanessa Rubio's interview on Cobra Kai Companion for more of that. Mike and Chosen. Yeah, we don't know what they're going to name the dojo. That's the big question. All right, guys, we're winding down. We've got about an hour and 10 minutes here. It's always fun. Thank you guys for coming in, for being loyal. We're going to come around. I'm not going to go anywhere. There may be a couple more House of the Dragon videos coming. which I know most of you guys don't care about, but we'll see. But we're having a good time, so if you catches us. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Steph, and all my European followers and everyone. So thank you guys, everyone. Have a great